So, hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, could you please introduce yourself and tell us your role in the organization?
My name is Robin Shade. I'm the project manager of Emily Jordan House.
Okay. So, what inspired you to pursue a career in a nonprofit, like as a project manager?
Specifically for an NPO or
An NPO.
NPO.
This NPO.
It was just a calling. I did not plan it. It was a prophecy from church. I used to donate to this place. So there was a prophecy at church that I have to help an NPO. I didn't know which one, but they were specific. The one that you're donating to. So I had to.
Okay, that's nice. So, what do you believe are the unique challenges faced by project managers in a nonprofit sector?
You have to deal, mostly you have to deal with politicians, you have to deal with business sectors, especially when you are Robin, a member of the Rainbow. So I believe that most time they tend to push their boundaries, they want to see my limits. They tend to take advantage of my sexuality. Like they wanna push to see how far I would go and break. Other challenges there will be like having to deal with like different lines. Others they so like I deal with elderly people. Elderly people are actually easygoing, but when it comes to the young ones, the youth and community members, it's challenging because they judge you based on your sexuality. Others, when you deal with ladies especially, they tend to like flirt to see if you're really working for the community or self-serving.
Yeah,
Others, they just like when you deal with especially men, they tend to be a bit homophobic,
yeah.
but nothing I can handle.
Okay. So, can you please give me an example of a successful non-profit project you have managed and what your role was in that project?
Um, Food parcel distribution, not only to clients,
Yeah,
community. Like we had to outsource. Remember, we're not government funded yet.
yeah.
We had to outsource. So I managed to secure like 200 food parcels, not for
Wow.
clients, for community members. Just after COVID, because people couldn't just, they could not recover. So I had to step in and try to do my best. So I managed to outsource for 200.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Wow. So, final question. Is there anything you would like to change about this organization
Yeah,
specifically?
I would love to incorporate youth at risk program. I need to grow it, to make it broader,
Yeah.
because every time there are more challenges when concerning youth. While we're looking at drug abuse, there's also gangsterism. While you're looking at gangsterism and drug abuse, there's outcry for boy child, because boy children are very frustrated out there, and most times we tend to ignore them and focus on girl children. So we would love to partake in such programs and make them ours, make them broad, and not specifically for deal with drug abuse or gangsterism.
Yeah.
No, we need to, even the mental state of boy children. I'm not isolating girl child. There are too many organizations that deal with boy child. And I also like to incorporate the project that I call Men Cry Too. Because when we went to the court the other time, the Honalin that we had to help him got translation. We realized that sometimes men they don't speak, hence they do what they do. Others they, like for example the case that we went to, the guy could not even see his child, but the woman wanted a raise for
Maintenance.
maintenance. Yeah. And the poor guy, like every time he queries about how about him as a father? He would love to see his children. It seems like the lawyers and some magistrates, without accusing anyone, they take the woman's side without hearing the men out. So that's why men tend to be abusive and they tend to commit suicide because nobody's listening to them. So that would love to have a project called Men Cry Too.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Mami, le kae? Re teng. Ke ne ke kopa hore we introduce hore o mang.
Nna ke Mama Lizzy Mabadi.
O dula Kagiso.
Ke dula Kagiso.
Okay, so Mama Lizzy, ne ke kopa hore jwetse hore ho tlile jwang o tsebe ka Emily Jordan House.
Emily Jordan House e utlwe ka neighbor ya ka. Ka neighbor ya ka. Because na ba need a secretary by then. Ke startile ka 2006. Ba thusa ke batla di funding, ke kopa di funding for other companies like ne re fiwa ke Pick n Pay pele le Woolworths. Then building ya bone ne so fail by then. I had gore ke interview brewery, a South African brewery, gore ke ba kope gore please ba re thusa gore building e fele double storage ele yentso ke nna ka di request tsaka.
Okay, so Mama Lizzy, as a volunteer at Emily Jordan House, ke kopa go jwetse go wetsa eng hona jwale.
Hona jwale ke mo support group fela because hona no se godile. Yeah, ke mo support group permanently mo support only Wednesdays fela.
Okay, so last question, Mama Lizzy, ke ne kopa go jwetse fela hore support group o ya hae kae during the week.
Only on Wednesdays fela ga I one.
Kopa le go jwetse gore le etsang di support group.
Go di support group ke tshwara service like Bible ke ba rotloetsa ka lentswe la Modimo, and then le bo mme ba understandang ba tla back ba mpotsa dipotso ke interact and gape re thusana le ka dilo tsa mo magaeng ga se taba fela ya Bible. Gobane ke support group re bua like ga gona le mme o tlhofetswang ra dila le ntho eo re thusana ka go eletsana le ka gore le bana ke bana ba rona ga re ba latlhele go di dustbin, we have to love them the way they are.
Amen. Okay, thank you Mama Lizzy, ke a leboha.